sounds of Mamuna, by the back of Martin's Mamma is a chromatic, the echo, dear bar and I bring a BBR, yet the Bremo. Fast forward the boy and say, my then echo. Other form, John Dramani Mahama this year, and we ran the 2 months more, Ogusu, Ebu, or Mine Ghana. And Mamma Brina and the say, hey, John Dramani Mahama, finance minister, no budget, no be kind, loopholes between the room, 24-hour economy, now more cast on Besha saying, up till now, you should win more she, Ghana who be Brina Babontin, and on one day in summer, no one day no Masani, John Dramani Mahama, finance minister, NDC for party, and I sending in so I'm also making in a command to form. In some bring the air cost so or manga and John Dramani Mahama 2 months in a room, I mean, Mona Koyi, and Nasa and Koyi. And now we're doing general anything. So far, no one is say or one home one day, and answer on one home one day. Out of 4, see the latest news, trending stories, update for and update to jam. So beginning in a break or command. So for my uncle, now I am got this update with Jim this year.
Shamima, you are my sister. How are you? Lovely Shamima. Shamima, I beg you, every morning when you wake up, remember the often quoted statement of Lord Acton, one of the famous jurists of the British parliamentary democracy. Lord Acton said, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Your body language on TV3 this morning was not good at all. The pomposity in your body language, I beg you, my sister. You see, when you are in opposition, you can show arrogance and show pomposity. Nobody cares. But when you are in government, occupying a sensitive position like the government spokesperson, you are representing the image of the president and the government. Your body language is so important. You can learn from Asedun Ketia. His body language is always good. Your body language this morning on TV3, it wasn't good at all. Pomposity, arrogance, and hey, Shamima, why? 3 months into government, 1, 2, 3 months. You, because it's Shamima, I can't say more. Chief Mumin, come and let's rescue our sister. Please come back to Shamima. I'll deal with it. I'm not done with Shamima yet. Chief Mumin, come back. Let's rescue our sister. Chief, Shamima introduced you to me that you are a brilliant young brother and that we should work together. You remember? We came, we spoke. You are such a brilliant guy. I was very disappointed that I didn't see your name in the list of the creative art and diaspora something, Black Star experience. You are the reason why I listened to Joy FM on Saturday. You and Uncle Ken, Chief Woman. Please come and let's rescue our sister. I don't know whether there are verses in the Quran that speak of those things, but I'm sure there are. Please, the arrogance. Shamima Muslim said that the raid on Dr. Addison's house is justified. Government spokesperson. I remember very, very well. One of the reasons why the MP for Bole Bamboy, John Dramani Mahama, became John Dramani Mahama was an incident that occurred in 1999 or the year 2000. Flight Lieutenant Rawlins was reported to have beaten up no, incident was earlier, 97, 96. Was reported to have beaten up Konkensinaka. John Mahama's response as a member of parliament to condemn the act is when people started observing this NDC John Mahama, that he's a different NDC person. And that's how Totobi Kwachi was able to sprout up John Mahama. Because John Mahama's communication indicated a difference from the regular Ni Ajay Boy Seka and what's his name? The former interior minister, Odododio MP. It will come, his name will come. Odododio MP was a minister for interior. I remember him. He's a good friend of mine. It will come. Now, John Mahama was different. And that is when people started Ni Okainja Adamafio. That's the name. John Mahama was different from Ni Okainja Adamafio, Ni Ajay Bostika, the cadres of the day, what's his name again? Yawa Krisi Sapon. John Mahama was very different from that group of people. So people started looking at John Mahama as, oh, he's a reasonable voice among the NDC cadres. So Shamima, you might have to take a cue from that. Communicating for government, your body language is very important. So this pomposity and arrogance that you displayed on TV3 this morning, I beg you, if you can do something about it, please do something about it. She said the raid on Addison's house was okay. There was no problem with it. After all, why they are looking for Addison? She said, hey, I was looking at her. I said, yeah. I took my phone and I was looking for Chief Mumin's number. I said, Shamima Muslim Pa is talking like this. 3 months. Let me conclude. Please write it by your office. Lord Acton said, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Afenyo responded to her. Let's have a look at what Afenyo said. Now, this is what Afenyo said. Alexander Afenyo on social media says, abusing the rights of political opponents is a fundamental assault on our democracy. Miss Shamima Muslim and Dr. Justice Remsai should not have been deployed to defend such unlawful actions by the government. Mr. President, you are widely perceived as a moderate. That's the point I was making. This I'm giving you, viewers, the understanding of why John Mahama was perceived as a moderate. Some of us, as news reporters, covered John Mahama on a daily basis. We were required to do so, and we were told to do so by certain people. I've mentioned their names already. We covered John Mahama regularly, and it was refreshing to cover the Bole Bamboy MP, who is an NDC MP, but who is speaking differently. It was so refreshing, and it was these seeds that was used by John Mahama supporters to impose him on Professor Mills in 2008. I say impose in quotes. To impose him on Professor Mills in 2008 to become the running mate. That was John Mahama. I cannot see how a John Mahama government is producing the kind of characterization I saw Shamima Muslim display on TV3 this morning. Hey, what kind of arrogance is this? 3 months. It goes on. He says, abusing the rights of political opponents is a fundamental assault on our democracy. Miss Shamima Muslim and Dr. Justice Remsai should not have been deployed to defend such unlawful actions by the government. Mr. President, you are widely perceived as a moderate, but these acts of abuse of power by your hawks, which are also defended by your own deputy spokesperson and the deputy attorney general, speaks very negatively of your leadership. Please rein in your hawks now. I mean, is it not so disheartening that Alexander Afenyo will describe Shamima Muslim as a hawk? I mean, Shamima Muslim. Shamima is not a hawk. Shamima is a reasonable person, very decent woman, well educated, well spoken. She's very well spoken. But what is happening? 3 months of government. 1, 2, 3 months. 3 months, pe. Shamima, you should be calling Kweku Bako. You should be calling Kwesi Pratt. Calling them, talk to them, engage with them. Even if you like, call Benefson. Engage with them. They will help you. Me, you don't call me. They will say I'm MPP, so it's fine. You call Kweku Bako, call Kwesi Pratt, and call Benefson. Engage with them. Because what I saw you doing on TV3 today, I was frightened. I wanted to first talk about it as a family matter. You know what I mean? But I needed to come and say it here, so that if you don't hear me, you will still hear me.
For Kakumu, Yapako, Kunangasan, Mwankasamboti, latest and trending updates are Ekoso Ghana has seen under the presidency of John Dramani Mahama, NDC4, Siamono Ghana, Omono president and party elected to the Republic of Ghana. Omna Jisia no manage economy no ye said. Ibia Beku ye said no share bo edema Ghana for Omna Jisia no Ghana for ye very careful because we be per se Nyama Beku ye ama the good people of the Republic of Ghana therefore and ye share John Dramani Mahama and him say Obama Bibia Atu Dina Asumye amba Ghana na Ghana into me and into my pie for the 4 when they say my Ghana, Miss Beginning number or acromatics. See, I did. We don't have this here, Macram.